What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and this is an extremely exciting video. You've seen from the title, this is referring to DLC 4, and it's a brand new cipher that's been discovered in the Giant. Massive shout out to a user called Monkey. He's the one that's decrypted this, and this cipher has been discovered ever since the Giant originally came out in November, and it's taken until this time to actually crack it. This cipher can be found in the Thompson room underneath the brick, that classic brick Easter egg. And this cipher translates to say, when finished, we will return to the house and the infinite. Now, the Giant is like a central hub for ciphers on every DLC map. We had one about Dempsey, we had one about Takeo, and there's two more ciphers that haven't been discovered, but this recent one definitely sounds like it's talking about the ending of zombies in Black Ops 3. When finished, we will return to the house and the infinite. Now, this cipher is absolutely mind-blowing. This is incredible. Looking at this in detail, when finished. So this seems to be, once we've gotten all four souls, we have Richtoffen's, Dempsey, Takeo's, and soon we will also have Nikolai's in DLC 3. And this is starting to build an image in our heads of what DLC 4 could look like or could play like. And once we've done that, we will return to the house and the infinite. The house, of course, is referencing the Origins house scene at the end of the Easter egg cutscene, where we have Samantha, Eddie, and Maxis within that house, and it's been our duty to fix the universes to secure the safety of the children. So in DLC 4, it sounds like we're actually going to be visiting the house, which is extremely exciting. The house seems to be in a completely different universe to the ones that we've been in so far, as we have Eddie and Samantha as well as Maxis, which is a completely different Maxis from the ones that we've heard before in Black Ops 1, as well as through the ether and radios in Black Ops 3 zombie maps so far. To get you up to speed, here is every radio message we've heard from Dr. Maxis so far, talking about the house and the children, starting all the way from the Giant and ending in Zetsubo Noshima to where we're at right now.
Day 66. The children are gone, and the house feels empty. I miss their laughter, their games. The sirens have not sounded for several months. I do believe that we may have turned the tide in the battle. But at what cost? The radiation levels from the fallout remain dangerously high. I can only pray I live long enough to confirm that my plan was indeed successful. And the dark presence that has haunted our dreams and infected every facet of our existence has finally been vanquished. In these dark days, I find myself clinging to the belief that there may still be a way to set things right. Though my understanding of the ethereal realm remains limited, I am convinced that the manipulation of the energy fields within all matter is vital to uncovering the dimensional gateway itself. It is my sincerest hope that somewhere in the realm beyond, my beloved Samantha still lives. I can only pray that Edvard will have the courage to fulfill the vow he made all those years ago. She may have been returned to me, but I fear she is not as she was. In recent months, she has barely said a word. When she did, it was only to cry out for him, to call his name. What have I done? Reality itself is shifting. I find myself reflecting on memories I am no longer sure are my own. Beyond the window, I saw a wasteland stretching as far as the eye could see. I saw a scourge visited upon the earth. I saw the children withered before my eyes. That was before he came. Samantha has been returned to me once more. As have you, Edvard. As have you. He explained everything to me. He will explain everything to you. Though his very presence defied logic, defied reason, he told me that he would help. I could not refuse. The siren has not sounded in many months. I am confused by the changing world around me. I look at my hands, and they are not the hands I remember. The wrinkles, veins, and liver spots that textured my skin have disappeared, as though time itself was unraveling against its natural order. Is this the end, or a new beginning? After so long in isolation, we had begun to believe that we were the only survivors of the catastrophic event that had shaped our lives. Supplies were beginning to run low, and I was forced to prepare for the worst outcome. Just as I feared that we were truly alone, just as I feared that the end was near, there was a knock at the door. You swore a promise to me, Edward. It may have been a long time ago, but I am sure you will not have forgotten. You swore to follow my instructions, to comply with my every order. You swore to enact whatever plan I conveyed to you, all in the hope that we could overcome the chaos that we ourselves had created. You have kept your word. However much it pains my heart, I owe it to you to confess. I'm sorry, Edward. I have withheld certain truths from you.
So right there we have some incredibly juicy information from Dr. Maxis about the situation at the house and with the children. There's been a few occasions where Samantha has disappeared and then been returned to him once more. Extremely interesting that there's been multiple occasions where she's disappeared and then been brought back to him through what seems to be a variety of different scenarios. In Zetsubo no Shima, he says that he saw a wasteland stretching as far as the eye could see beyond the windows of the house, and he saw a scourge visited upon the earth, and he saw the children withered before his eyes, and that was before a mysterious presence came, and then Samantha and Edward was returned to Maxis once more. There is a mysterious character helping Maxis and subtly helping out our characters as well, and his very existence defies logic and reason, and he said that he would help and Maxis could not refuse. We're going to hear more about this character in the future DLC maps, which is going to be extremely exciting, and we've had a little bit of references in some ciphers as well in Zetsubo no Shima, which could identify who this mystery character is. In one cipher message which seems to be sent by Maxis, it ends with "There is something M isn't telling me, and that there is not much time left for us." I made a video a few weeks ago debating that this could be Dr. Monty. We've not really seen too much of Dr. Monty yet in the story, and Jason Blundell has told us that we are definitely going to see, or at least learn about Dr. Monty's true agenda before DLC 4. So we're all up to speed so far, but the second part of this cipher mentions about the house and then the infinite. Now to me, in the context of the sentence, it sounds like a place. When finished, we will return to the house and the infinite. Both house and infinite have a "the," and they both start with a capital T, which emphasizes that this is a physical place. For all I know, it could be completely wrong. This is just one theory, of course, but to me, it sounds like a place. Now, looking in the storyline of Black Ops 3 so far, we've had no mention of anything to do with infinite. The closest thing we have is looking at Richtofen's little scrap of paper on Shadows of Evil, and in one part above where we see all these multiple Earths, we have a little message saying the war is in the infinity. It's not quite the same as infinite, but they are quite similar. The war is in the infinity. Now, thinking about this in my head, there could be some correlation between this mention of the infinite and war is in the infinity, as well as the blood vials that we have at the end of Zetsubo no Shima. What if the blood vials are blood from another version of ourselves, so that if we do fail this final plan, we can just go through an infinite loop of somehow getting our characters back and re-going throughout the universe and attempting to fix things again. Now, this is a very wild theory, and again, this is just a theory, but I have evidence here to back this up. Now, this sounds crazy, but looking at the giant in Black Ops 3 Zombies, this is the very starting blocks for where our characters go and begin to fix the events of the universe. We arrive at a time which is much earlier than the original Doris. We also kill original Edward Richter, Richtofen in, and we have a radio from Nikolai Belinsky which says, "It's not all bad news, Nikolai. We may have failed in our mission, but at least there is one less Richtofen to deal with. If it is any consolation, tell him that the first one was the hardest. I should know. I've killed at least 3 Richtofens. There was the one in the fire, the one with the boat hook, and the one... What? No one told me. Sorry, forget what I just said. Everything will be fine." Judging from that, it sounds like Nikolai has been here before, that all of the characters have been here before, because they're giving advice to another version of themselves. It's quite obvious that we as the players are playing during a cycle where things are going correctly, and there's evidence of past versions of our characters attempting to do exactly what they're doing now. Now, the only counter argument I have to myself, which sounds really weird as I'm sort of arguing with myself here, is that the message says, "When finished, we will return to the house and the infinite." Why would they return to the infinite if things are finished? If it's finished, it sounds like the plan is successful. Now, the cipher doesn't exactly say when in time this is going to make sense. When finished, does that mean once we've gotten all of the souls, or is that when the ultimate plan is complete? If the ultimate plan is just to collect the souls, then that is correct, but there's surely more to the ultimate plan, as Richtofen wants to use all these souls for some important reason, which we can assume is going to be some sort of ritual. We've heard from Jason Blundell that the true power of the summoning key hasn't really been used yet. We've not done any real sort of summoning. Please let me know down below in the comment section, what is your thoughts on what the infinite means? Is it a place? Is it a group? Is it a time period? I have absolutely no idea. But looking at the cipher more generally, it is the very first bit of information that we have about DLC 4. We've had ideas for DLC 1 and DLC 2 from other ciphers on the Giant, and like I mentioned, it seems to be like a central hub. We can find out loads of information, and if the other ciphers get discovered, then perhaps this could also give us info on DLC 3 and maybe more stuff on DLC 4. This cipher is pretty much concrete evidence that we are going to be going to the house in DLC 4, which is extremely exciting. It's something which I was hoping for, and I spoke about this a few days ago, but it seems like we are definitely going to be visiting the house, and I can imagine that to be a really, really trippy experience. Treyarch, you've officially got me extremely excited, and we've not even got DLC 3 yet, so we've got so much to look forward to. Oh man, this is going to be absolutely amazing. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, it's been a little bit of a long one, drop the video a like rating. If you enjoyed any part of this video, I'd really appreciate that. Leave all of your thoughts on this down below, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one, where we're going to be talking about future DLC and just theorizing the zombie storyline and just having a blast. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on another one soon.